All right, let's start the live now. Thanks for joining, everyone. Great to see you. And happy Friday to everyone today. This is the 28th of October, 2022. And right now, looks like the pound pairs are breaking the resistances. So first, let me check the pound pairs and see if we can trade. And then check other charts also. Okay, so let me switch screen and start the live stream by saying hi to everyone until we get more people here now in the community. Okay, all right, thanks for joining. Tony Gold, Sammy, 3SB, Asif, SJ, Buta, TSM, thanks for joining. Oscar, good to see you again, thanks for joining. And Tan, good to see you. Michael, Alex FX, Blackwater, TikTok, and Vipin, Ashley, Afsal, and Philbert, and everyone, thank you for joining. Yes, I will check pound CAD today. Let me check some of the pound pairs. So let me go ahead and change screen to trading view. And so here's pound CAD. Pound CAD is about to break the resistance. Not yet broken, but I think it will, because it's bullish after the Kumo breakout. This is a daily time frame, and it's about to break the Kumo. But more than this, I want to talk about pound AUD. Sorry, let me go down to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, it's about to break the resistance on this one. The resistance level is 1.8026, and I'm waiting for that breakout and follow uptrend until the market reaches up here on the wick to 1.8198 level. So that's my expectation. But since this is Friday, if the breakout doesn't happen for the next 2 hours or so, then most likely I will stay away. But that's pound AUD. I just wanted to talk about this one first. In terms of the Ichimoku lines, it's flat. That means the Kumo Senko span B is flat and Senko span A is flat. Well, technically, specifically Senko span Senko span B is going down. Yeah, sorry, Senko span A. Yeah, Senko span A is going up. Senko span B is going down. So this is not flat on these two lines, but overall Kumo is flat. So that's what I mean by flat Kumo. And Kumo shows long-term market momentum. So when you see the Kumo flat like this, simply that means the long-term market participants are break-even between buyers and sellers, a break-even. And also Kijun Sen is flat. So this means in the midterm, the participants are break-even. And Chikou span touching also. This means also the break-even between buyers and sellers in the midterm. So Tenkan Sen is up. So Tenkan Sen shows the short term. The blue one is called Tenkan Sen. And short-term participants looks like buyers are winning instead of losing. So as you can see, for the last 3 candles, it has been bullish. So if short-term buyers keeps winning and keep coming more buyers, then it will break. But most likely, when Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Chikou span touching, it doesn't break is a tendency. So I will simply come back when it breaks. Otherwise, I will stay away. Is my strategy in this particular case. Again, this is pound AUD 4-hour time frame, and waiting for the breakout of the resistance. And this is one of the pairs I wanted to talk about today. And another one I talk about is pound Swiss franc. Okay, all right. Thanks for joining, everyone. Good to see you. Okay, all right, Shelly and Marco, Nicolas. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. Philbert, you're welcome. Luvister, thank you for joining. Good to see you. From Malaysia, alright. Sabah, good to see you. Sarosh, thank you for joining. Welcome back here. Thank you so much for joining again. Alright, Sandeep, Winhiet, thank you for joining also. Okay. So, so let me again check the daily time frame on this one. I'm actually watching the 4 hour only. In this case, I'm not really checking the daily time frame because daily time frame shows its range. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. Kijun Sen is about to break the Kumo. So overall daily time frame buyers are dominant. So in terms of buyers and sellers, I can see more buyers in the market in the daily time frame. But it may be traced back to Kijun Sen. So no direction on the daily, so I don't follow. But 4 hour is about to break the resistance, and this is the time frame I pick to trade in this case. Yeah, I don't check the daily time frame to trade in this case. Okay, I hope that makes sense to everyone in terms of which time frame to take by Ichimoku in this regard. Okay. Oh, Ryuji says, what if the daily is uptrending based on Ichimoku while the 4 hours downtrending and you saw the setup in the 5-minute time frame for a short position? Would you still take it? Yes, I do. I do. Yeah. I have to see the chart though. If you see some chart example where daily is up, 4 hours down, then please let me know. But most likely in that case, 4 hour is downtrending, and if I see also 1 hour 30 downtrending too, I take the 4 hour and look for the selling edge in the 5-minute. And daily might be flat soon, or daily maybe trace, right? If that's the case. But if daily is up 4 hours down, but 1 hour is up, then I may take the daily uptrend. 4 hour is only retracing, but if 1 hour is up, 30 is up, daily is up, but 4 hour is only the downtrend, then I think I will take a buy. But again, I have to see the chart. Otherwise, I can't really tell because I have to see the Kumo shape. You may think it's bullish, uptrend, but I may think it's range. So I have to see the chart. But yeah, if I see the chart, then I will talk about that. Okay, so that's pound AUD. So today, let me mark the ones that I talk here. So pound AUD covered. And then let me also talk about the pound Swiss franc. Is anyone trading pound Swiss franc right now? I missed the opportunity actually. I was monitoring this one and expecting the breakout also. But yeah, I was away from the charts and I didn't take trades. And this is 4 hour time frame, but you can see the beautiful uptrend by Ichimoku. Kumo Senko span B is up, A is up. Kijun Sen up, Tenkan Sen is also up, and Chikou span above the candles. And what's more, Kumo shape is good. Kumo is not too thin, so this uptrend most likely is continuous. So Kumo shape matters a lot really in this case. Kumo shape is really good, so that's good sign. Yeah, just in case, checking the daily time frame. So daily time frame shows the market broke the Kumo, which is called Sanyaku Koten signal in Japanese. This Kumo breakout was a sign of the uptrend. And after this, for the last 3 days, it has been bullish. So that's one of the good signs to look for the buy in this case. And then 4 hour shows it's bullish. So I was waiting for the break of the resistance or simply angle up on Kumo Kijun Sen, and still it's happening right now. Yeah. And then if I look at the 1 hour, it's flat now, it's retracing. So I wait until the market breaks a new resistance, which is 1.5280 and look for the buying edge. And when I just see this 1 hour time frame, it may not break the resistance because Kumo is very small and thin. So usually when you see the very tiny Kumo like this, the market retraces. The market may retrace back to Kijun Sen or the previous resistance levels and bounce and goes up because there is not enough buyers in the market. That's what the Kumo, small Kumo shows. So yeah, in this condition, market needs to consolidate and yeah, have to have a pushback to have more buyers than sellers and break the resistance. So, and it may take time. It may take a couple of hours for this N wave to happen. And since this is Friday, the market's about to close in a few hours, I think I will simply stay away, come back Monday to expect the breakout and then take buy. Monday, Tuesday, I come back and look for the buying edge most likely. But if the market breaks Kijun Sen and goes down to Kumo, I will never trade. That's a sign of staying away from the market. So it's really simple actually. If you use Ichimoku, then things will become very simple. Yeah, first, before I thought Ichimoku is very complex, and that's why I wasn't using it when I was a newbie. I preferred the moving averages and some other simple strategies. But after I apply Ichimoku, I can come back to the moving averages. Ichimoku works really well in higher time frames. In 1 hour also it works. And we can capture the market conditions very easily and precisely like this way. Okay, thank you for joining everyone. Master of, Holman, Alfonso, Kevin, Nicolas, thank you for joining. Alright, GJ looks good. Alright, let me check the GBP JPY also. Okay, but in the meantime, let me check some other comments, sorry. Sami says, if we enter a trend 5 minutes and before the break even hit the time frame turn flat, we must prepare to exit. Yeah, you have to prepare to exit when the market reverse, because you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose big, especially. So when the market retraces, I recommend to exit. Okay, Sandeep says, hi Kay, which platform do you use for Forex trading? I use MT5 platform to trade. And this is TradingView. But TradingView, I only use this to analyze charts. But when I take trades, I use the MT5. Alright, hi all, thank you for joining. Weekly time frame, we have 5 candles, 4 bullish. Oh, GU, okay. Hold on, let me come back to GU and then let me talk about the GJ. Okay, so weekly time frame, we have 5 candles, right? 4 bullish, but with Kumo span AB, Kijun Sen are very steep. Right, while with other FX pairs, I see in bear market only 1 bullish candle, Kumo cloud span AB line flat. Yep, so this is downtrending on the weekly. Right, it's down because Kumo is down, Kijun Sen is also down, Tenkan Sen is down, and Chikou span below the candles. So weekly shows it's bearish. And daily, let me check the daily time frame. Okay, this daily time frame is ranging now and it's about to break the Kumo. Because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen flat, the angles of these lines are flat, so it's ranging now. But good sign is that we have the Tenkan Kijun gold cross as one of the confirmations for the bullishness, and Chikou span breakout as additional confirmation for the bullishness, and the only thing you can wait for is the Kumo breakout, which is about to happen. I think Kumo breakout happens Monday, and then the market may go up afterwards. So far the market has been retracing on this ascending P wave, ascending wedge, and it broke. So the market may test the previous resistances and the support here too, and then bounce and goes up. This scenario is possible in this case. And if this happens, this is against the weekly direction. So in this case, since I am more into day to swing trade, I will prefer to take the daily or lower time frames uptrend than the weekly downtrend. I think this is one of the good examples about the multiple time frame directions are different. Yeah, so again, weekly time frame shows it's bearish because simply Kumo down, Kijun Sen down. However, daily time frame is about to break the Kumo. And let me check the 4 hour also. 4 hour is now retracing back a little bit. Yeah, so and usually when weekly is down, 4 hour is up, 4 hour was up, the market spikes, because if you think about it, think about the market, the buyers started to come in here all the way down on the 25th of September. The buyers start to come, and buyers in the short term have keep holding the buy positions, and sellers are keep losing since the 25th of September, as you can see on the chart pattern. But sellers in the long term are still winning on the weekly basis ever since the 31st of May. The sellers has been winning the trade. So, and this is what's happening here is where the fight between the weekly sellers and 4 hour buyers happening. And that's why it spikes in the lower time frames. Usually in the 5 minute we see long wicks, fake outs, and the market gets tricky usually in this case. So you may want to have the bigger stop loss to trade, or wait for the solid confirmations to buy, to follow the 4 hour or daily direction in this case. And it looks like the weekly Kijun Sen Kumo will be flat next week. So I think the uptrend will be continuous. I quickly calculated the Kijun Sen angle. Kijun Sen takes the last 26 high and low, and if you count back 26, it was here. Chikou span is 26, and Kijun Sen is taking the high here, and it's going down. But next week, the high won't get lower, so that means Kijun Sen become flat, and Senko span A may be flat also. So Senko span A is the combination of Kijun Sen Tenkan-sen, the mid price of Tenkan-sen Kijun Sen, and shifted 26 candles to the future. So when Kijun Sen goes flat and Tenkan-sen goes flat, then Senko span A will go flat also. So looks like next week, since this is weekly, next week Kijun Sen will be flat, and the daily Kumo breakout happens, and the market may be bullish. You can also wait for the resistance breakout on 1.17441. Yeah, you can wait for the breakout, and I don't think it's too late to enter there, and expect the market goes to the W top of 1.2290. That will be the plan for next week. Yeah, but this is how you can create the scenarios, build up with the confirmations building up like this way. So yeah, but today, as of now, we have to stay away because it's ranging. It's about to break the Kumo, so we'll come back to this chart next week. Okay, let me see. I see some comments about this pair also. Okay. Okay, let me see. Robert says, in GU, I think buy in 1.1725. 1.1725 is around here. Yeah, at the resistance, right? Below the resistance, maybe? Yeah, when the market breaks Kumo, that's also a good sign to buy. But since there's a resistance, it's safer to wait for the breakout and buy, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, Sandeep, you're welcome. I see Sijun says, hi Kei, we will ever enter the trade just before the breakout, which will confirm both lower and higher time frame, or you always wait for the confirmation before looking for entry chance. I trade before the breakout, yes, I do. As long as I get the valid confirmations, I enter trades before the breakout, so that once it breaks, it goes fast. If I see more buyers and sellers in the market, then I enter trade before the breakout of the resistance. If I see more sellers and buyers in the market, then I take sell before the breakout of the support level. So that is my strategy. Before, I used to wait for the breakout, and then after the breakout, usually there's new resistance, new supports, and I couldn't really tell until when to wait. For example, in this case, there's a resistance here at 1.1746, but also there is another minor resistance here too, which is 1.1906. And also, technically there was also one candle resistance, 1.2140, and then 1.2290, double top. And after that, there is another resistance here on 1.2417, and then here too, 1.2651. So if you keep waiting for the breakout, then you won't have a chance to enter trade. So at some point, you have to make a decision to enter trade before the breakout on one of these resistances. So in this case, I would wait for the resistance of the most recent, which is 1.1741, and once it breaks, you can enter buy. Or if you enter buy chance right now, I don't mind entering right now and keep holding to expect the market breaks the resistance. But one thing that is important in terms of risk management is near the resistance, you want to set the break-even line so that once the market resisted and retrace, you don't lose in that way. So, and if you can't set the break-even line, because for example, if the resistance is too close, then I recommend you to stay away and wait for the breakout and buy afterwards. And then until the market reaches to the next resistance level, hopefully you set the break-even to prepare for the retracement, or simply you can exit also with some profits and simply leave chart. Yeah, so for now, just let me delete these lines because it might confuse the future members. Yeah, so for now, again, Kumo breakout is happening, and wait for the resistance breakout 1.1741, resistance and two supports breakout, and the target to 1.2309, around that level, around 1.2223 level is the target. Okay, so Yeah, let me see. So, okay, so now let's check the pound JPY since I get some comments about that pair. Okay, so pound JPY is about to break the resistance also, 170.56. I think it is breaking the resistance. So Kumo is bullish, which is a good sign for the bullishness. And Kijun Sen is about to break the Kumo, where Kumo is very thin, so most likely breaks and continues to be bullish. And Tenkan Sen is angle up, and Chikou span above the candles. So I think the market breaks the resistance. Let me just squeeze the chart all the way. Okay, so yeah, I think this is a good sign of the breakout as far as I see the daily time frame. Okay, so now let me check the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour shows it's bullish now in a good way. I mean, this is positive breakout because Kumo is bullish and Kumo is not too small, which is a good sign. Buyers can follow after the breakout, and Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen are uptrending, and Chikou span above the candles. Okay, so it is breaking the resistance, but one thing I have to check is whether the market retraces or not, because this is 4 hour time frame, and for this candlestick to close, it takes another 2.5 hours. So if within the next 2.5 hours, if the market closes below the resistance, and then there will be a long wick pointing up, and when the participants see that, then the sellers may come in, and the market may be bearish until it hits the Kijun Sen. So I just want to make sure that the market doesn't close below the resistance. And how I do this is basically based on the lower time frame confirmations. Okay, so I covered GJ, pound USD. Yeah. Okay, but what do you think about this one? Before I move on, what do you think? Do you think it breaks and goes up, or it will be resisted and retrace? Let me ask everyone before I move on furthermore. In the meantime, let me cover some comments. Alright, thank you for joining everyone. Good to see you here. Okay, lots of comments about many pairs. Thank you so much everyone. Yeah. Yeah, Sandeep, that's right. That's right. Yes, I analyze the trades, analyze the markets by trading view, and take trades on MT5. Yep, that's right. That's right. Okay, Joshua says you're long on GJ. All right. So expect the breakout. Okay. Okay, Nifty chart daily goes up, but Kijun Sen dropping downwards. That means it's range. Right? Kijun Sen is dropping down, but price is going up, so that's a divergence, right? Between price and the Kijun Sen, so you better stay away. It's range. The market may reverse back anytime in that case. Alright, Alfonso says, I just finished the old Ichimoku videos. I finally understood how to use Ichimoku and start to make some profits. Thanks for your help and all the useful analysis. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, Ichimoku is really powerful, actually. Ichimoku is really powerful if you can get that idea correctly. Yeah, and never take out Kumo, never take out Kijun Sen, never take out Chikou span. We have to use those 5 lines and take trades. Yeah, but glad to hear that. Thanks so much for the comment. Okay, Matthew says interesting situation occurring on EU and GU and AU. All weekly charts suggest a longer-term bearish moves being set up right now for November. DXY is still extremely bullish. Right. DXY has been bullish forever. Yeah, for now. Right. So, yeah, all the markets, all the US markets, EU, GU, AU are bearish. Yeah. Okay, Howell says with JPY pairs, there is a risk of trade when Japan may again intervene in exchange rates. Yeah, they may. But all we can do is to follow the market direction. As long as there's a trend, we follow, we take and follow, and when it stops, we finish trade. That should be the principle. So personally, I don't really care whether BOJ intervene or not. Because I manage my positions with the risk management, and yeah, I know when to exit when the market reverses. Yeah, but yeah, when they come in again, then for sure it spikes again, the JPY pairs. Okay, short on AUD CAD, pound Swiss franc is breaking. Okay, so what do you think about GJ? Do you think it breaks the resistance or not? Right now the close price is going down, so you can mention about the Ichimoku situation in other time frames, or you can mention about the 5-minute situation. But I just want to discuss what you think about this market, whether it breaks or not. And I think this is good to discuss in live market. Yeah, okay, Sijun says GJ is a tricky one. The recent wicks are 70 pips away, not a good setup, right? It's okay. Even if the recent wicks are 70 pips away, it's okay. As long as it's bullish, we can follow. Okay. Daniel says, would use smaller time scale to see signs of downtrend. Yeah, we may have a clue if you check the, for example, 5-minute, whether the market retraces or breaks. Yes, as long as we see the 4-hour time frame, right now, as of now, there are more buyers and sellers, but we have to be more precise on our entry timings. Looks like the market is retracing now below the resistance. So that's why I say always we have to wait for the candle close. Unless it closes, we never know if it breaks or not. Is actually the trick for the breakout or the fake breakout. In the past charts, past candles all closed and frozen. So you see the breakout clearly on the past charts, past candles, but when it's in progress, we never know. Alfonso says 1 hour is flat, so may retrace, better to wait. Okay, so that's one of the ideas, 1 hour flat. So let me move down to 1 hour, and it shows it's flat, yes. So 1 hour shows Kumo flat, and Kumo is very tiny. Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat also. Chikou span above candles, so at least there are more buyers and buyers are winning the chart. That's the situation. But again, you see Kumo is very thin and small in 1 hour. So like I mentioned previously, when you see the very tiny Kumo like this, it tends to retrace. So when you see this in 1 hour, you may not want to buy. Right? This is one of the signs that where you don't want to trade in the market. So even if it was breaking 1 hour ago, let me do bar replay. 1 hour ago, it was breaking, But when you notice this FTMO, then you could expect the retrace. Also, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen together, this also means that overbought, overshooting market, so the market may retrace is the idea. And there was a resistance here too, so yes, it may retrace. So yeah, we can tell whether a 4-hour breakout happens or not based on 1-hour Ichimoku situation. That's one of the ideas to look at. Alright, so Rush, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the comment. Alright, Sandeep, you're welcome here. Okay, so the question is whether the market breaks the resistance or not on GJ. Okay, KK says we'll give a breakout. Alright. Okay, so now also I will check the 5-minute time frame. So let me quickly talk about the 5-minute time frame and move on to another topics. So here is a 5-minute and what's happening right now. Let me just look at the candles. So in the 5-minute time frame, as you can see, once it broke, it never became N wave, bullish, but rather it's becoming reverse N wave in the 5. And as markets being fractal, if you see reverse N wave in the 5, then the market may retrace continuously this way. And 1-hour Kumo is very small, and 5-minute retracing, so you don't want to buy in this case. There are resistances here, so you may think that the market may bounce and goes up, and it may, but there is no confirmation. There are only resistances, but that's it. The market may break the resistances and keeps going down is also possible. So in this case, we have to wait until first 1 hour to be bullish, and at least we have to have buying a bullish confirmation on M5. So for example, if you see M5 shows bullish in wave from here, then the market may break the resistance. That's one of the ideas. Or if you see consecutive bullish in waves in the 5, then there will be higher chance that the market breaks the resistance. You may see double bottom in that case. Neckline is here. If you see this doji resistance breakout in the 5, then it may also add extra confirmation for the potential breakout of the resistance. So that's how I look into the lower time frame situation, whether the market breaks or not. But in this case now, this is a bar replay I think, so let me just go back to the chart as of now. Or let me just move the candles one by one. Okay, let me see. I think I just finished. So yeah, so afterwards what happened was the market went reverse in the wave. And then the market went up in I wave, but it didn't break the resistance in the 5-minute. So if you want to buy, then you want to wait at least the market breaks the 5-minute resistance, which is 170.75, which completes the bullish in the wave, and then buy. In that case, you can expect the breakout of the wick in the 5-minute and continuously bullish this way. Or to be safer, just simply wait for the wick breakout and buy. That will be your choice, which way to trade. But right now, as far as I see this, in the 5-minute, this is bearish. It's bearish because this still looks to be in the middle of the reverse in the waves. This may be double top, neckline may break, and the market may continuously goes down in the 5. So in that, if you see that, then 4-hour uptrend will be fake. And this is how you can avoid the fake breakouts. Okay, KK says 1-hour candle pattern shows that GJ will give a breakout because it took support for 3 times. Alright, let me check the 1 hour. Took support for 3 times. Oh, you mean over here? Yeah. So there was once, twice, 3 times or 4 times supports and broke. Right. Right. And after the breakout, I think it tested on this candlestick. So yeah, in that sense, this is bullish. It may break. Right. But again, whenever you see Kumo small, buyers may not follow, so it may retrace. Even after the breakout, even after you see the breakout of the new resistance, it may reverse soon. So just watch out. You may want, in this case, you might want to lower the risk to trade. If you usually take 2%, then you may want to take 1% only at the breakout and buy because it may retrace, or simply stay away. Okay, so yeah, now let me check some other charts. Let's talk about some other markets now. Okay, Matthew says if we look at the time cycles on weekly for the EU, it may reverse as the market has not broken the previous daily swing high or the weekly swing high. Okay, let's check the EU now. So I cover the EU now and the weekly time frame. Okay, our weekly shows that this is okay. Looks like this is retracing back to Kijun-sen. It was my expectation. So yeah, the market broke the daily swing, has not broken the previous daily swing high or the weekly swing high. Yeah, so this is a weekly swing high, right? On the September 12th. So the market is a bit tricky situation now. We see a long wick this week. However, weekly is down, Kijun-sen down, Kumo down, and Chikou span below candles. So on the weekly basis, this is still bearish. I think we can still keep the descending trend line like this way. Still, it may be resisted and goes down. Looks like. So let's see. I was saying that the market might be bullish because it was about to break the Kumo yesterday and 2 days back, but looks like it was exactly resisted by the Senko span B and going bearish. So yeah, in that case, this breakout of the weekly trend line will be fake, and if the market goes below the trend line, it may continue to be bearish. So yeah, it was a very tricky market. But I didn't go in because it didn't break the Kumo. I mean, the close price wasn't above the Kumo, so I wasn't going in the market in this case. Yeah. So yeah, next week the market may reverse. It's possible. Okay. The Tendra says if price closes below Tenkan-sen, then the target is Kijun-sen. If crosses below Kijun-sen, then the target is Senko span A or Senko span B. Yeah, that's right. If price breaks Tenkan-sen, then target to Kijun-sen. If Kijun-sen breakout, then Senko span A is the next target. Okay. Okay, doji candle, so it could go down. Or maybe you're thinking about the previous one, GJ. Yeah, there was yeah, doji or the pin bar, strongest resistance is found, so it may reverse, right? But looks like right now it's bullish. Let me see if this bullishness is happening due to strong pound or weak JPY or both? We can tell by the strength chart. So let me see. According to the strength chart as of now, let me refresh the page. Okay. So pound is very strong. Pound very strong, and JPY is sideways. Okay, so that means this bullish trend is happening due to the strong pound. So this means that other pound pairs are bullish. Let's check the pound USD. A pound USD is about to break the Kumo here, and pound AUD broke the resistance very strongly. So it was a strong breakout. Okay, pound AUD, let me see. Looking interesting now. It broke the 4-hour resistance. Okay, it broke the 4-hour resistance and 1 hour breakout of the resistance also. Oh, but again, the Kumo is very thin and tiny, so the market may reverse. So make sure you don't jump in this kind of case. I used to do it, and the market reverse and lose a lot before. So yeah, I think the market reverses. Let me check the 5-minute. In the 5-minute, there is no sign for the retracement. It's just having the bullish in wave after the breakout. But it may be double top and reverse, or it may start to have reverse in the wave. Because 1 hour Kumo is very thin still. But if Kumo was thick, then I would go in. Kumo in 1 hour, if Kumo in 1 hour was thick, then I would go in. Then we could take trade together. But this is not a good example to be in the trade. Okay, KK says 1 hour candle pattern shows the GJ will give a breakout because it took support. Okay, I already covered that, I think. Okay, which currency I start to trade? You better start trade with the pairs that are familiar with you. So if you are familiar with the USD and let's say Euro, then you better start to look at the Euro USD. At least that's how I did it. First, when I studied markets, I was only watching the USD JPY because I was in US and I came back to Japan. So I was pretty familiar with the economies on both US and Japan. And so for the first 1 year of my training, I only checked the USD JPY. And then I mastered the USD JPY in terms of what affects the market and what doesn't affect the market. And then I added Euro, and then Pound I added, and I added more pairs, more currencies, and I have the watch list like this. But in the beginning, I started from a USD JPY only. Because the market behaviors are different among the pairs. Some pairs may respect the double top. Some pair may respect the triangle, like the ascending P wave, descending P wave. You see more in some charts. So the tendencies are different. So I recommend you to stick to one pair first and then expand more. You can actually do this in backtesting in the Forex Tester, which is my favorite tool. You can use a Forex Tester and run the tester and see patterns. What kind of patterns are visible on specific pairs. Okay, so I think yeah, So pound AUD is overbought, so we have to stay away. Pound CAD is still ranging in 1 hour. Let me move back to the daily time frame. Okay, pound CAD is about to break the daily resistance. Maybe it breaks next week. And pound Swiss franc is also about to break the new resistance. Okay, pound Swiss franc looks good. Maybe 4 hour is up. It broke the resistance, nicely bullish. And 1 hour is 1 hour is too thin also. Looks like Kumos are too thin on pound pairs. So we have to stay away in this case. Too much buyers in the market. This is where the balance between buyers and sellers are imbalance. So the sellers has to come for this market to move up continuously. That's what the ThinkMo means in this case. Let me see. So let me quickly check out the chart. Since this is Friday, I don't think I will trade in this case, in this situation, because most likely I may not be able to place a break even before I go to bed. So I think I will continue to stay away. And next week there are big news. Since this is next week is the first week of the month, we have NFP in the US and other big events. And usually before the big events, market tends to be quiet. So looks like the other pairs are retracing now. Yeah, I'm quickly screening charts. Forex pairs are ranging. Let me see. XAUSD gold today is bearish, but overall still flat ranging. So it may go up anytime soon, or it may keep going down. We never know which way it goes. So in this case, I simply stay away until it breaks the support, or until I see the at least 4-hour downtrend. Yeah, it's about to break the 4-hour support of 1638.49. So if it breaks, I think I will look for the setting edge and target to the daily support 1614.80. This may happen next week when the big news happens. The market may break the support. And let me quickly also check the Bitcoin. So BTC USD looks to be bullish now. In terms of the daily, still it's ranging. It's in the Kumo. So the lower time frames usually tends to spike in the Kumo. Like when the market is in the Kumo, it's like airplanes being in the storm. So usually it spikes in the lower time frames. But 1 hour is 1 hour is now in the Kumo. So sorry, I said it's bullish, but now still ranging. Because I thought the 1 hour is above the Kumo, but it's ranging in the 1 hour. So it may go down also, or it may go up. If you want to buy, at least you want to wait for the Kumo breakout or the resistance Kumo breakout 20676.6 and buy afterwards. Yeah, or wait for the resistance breakout and buy. I just keep up arrow like this way because I think this is bullish. So yeah, I think what's significant on this market was I broke the weekly trend line. I have been mentioning that the market has been resisted by the weekly trend line many times. So I thought the market breaks the support and goes down. But this week, it broke the trend line and going up. So in the short term, it's bullish. I think in short term bullish, but long term is still bearish. As you can see, the Kumo Senko span A is still down. And Kijun Sen is still pointing down, Chikou span below candles. So this is still bearish in the long term. in this weekly time frame. Yeah, and then let me check some of the index. Nifty chart, Nikkei is ranging now. Weekly chart. Nikkei weekly is ranging, and US indices are bullish this week and last week. US indices are very strong, so the market may go up continuously. I mean, yeah. Let's see. I think Dow Jones is the strongest. It's reaching up to the trend line. And S&P 500 follows. It's retracing back to Kijun Sen now. Euro stocks broke the Kijun Sen and it's going up to Senko Span B, as I mentioned on Sunday's weekly forecast. So it's bullish. FTSE 100 is still ranging. It's not really trending yet. Yeah, CAC France has been bullish for the last 4 or 5 weeks. It's gone up to the trend line or the Senko Span A in this market. Okay, DAX index is also going up to the resistance and also the trend line. Yeah. So I think next week topic is whether the market breaks the trend line or not on the Euro markets. And Nifty is bullish today. Okay, so I was mentioning about the Nifty on the daily time frame. If you can remember, I said we have to wait for the breakout of the Kumo Senko Span A and target to 18098.70, and looks like it's still ranging. Today is bullish, but looks like still ranging a bit bullish in the short term. But since Kumo flat, Kijun Sen down, Tenkan Sen up, within the Kumo Chikou span touching, it's still ranging. So in this case, I would wait until Monday or Tuesday to make sure Chikou span above candles and buy. So sometimes Chikou span traces the candles. So Chikou span is up now, but next Monday, Tuesday, it may be bearish as Chikou span keeps tracing the candles. So to be safer, you can wait until Chikou span above candles and buy Monday, Tuesday. So that's the Nifty chart. AU200 is okay. It broke the Kumo now. Okay, with the Tenkan Kijun Gold Cross Chikou span breakout, finally broke the Kumo. So I think the market is bullish. So looks like yeah, next week, in this case, it will be bullish. And Hansen has been bearish, as mentioned before, because this is a typical downtrend. Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, Chikou span below the candles. So yeah, it has been down since 28th of June this year. Well, today itself, it's minus 3.66%. This is really big downtrend today. Yeah, but that's the situation on these. So coming back to Forex, GJ broke out strongly just now. Okay, GJ is breaking. Yeah, it's breaking the resistance now. We were watching the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour shows the close price is now above the resistance. So let me check the 5 again. Okay, now 5 minute shows it broke. Okay, so this is nice. 5 minute broke the resistance now. So now it's bullish. We can plan to buy. But before that, let me check the 1 hour situation. So looks like 1 hour Kumo still small, so the market may reverse. I prefer to wait for the market to consolidate and break. That will be more reliable for continuous bullish trend. If the market breaks the previous resistance and goes up, that will make the Kumo up and Kijun-sen up, and Tenkan-sen remains up and Chikou span remains above candles. However, Kumo is still small, so the breakout might be fake and the market may reverse. So yeah, I prefer to wait for the retracement at least, or some kind of consolidation and break, so that sellers, I just want to make sure that sellers gave up and buyers start to win the trade and follow these buyers. Right now, too much buyers in the market, and sellers are watching the contrarian trading, and the market may reverse, and buyers may not follow in this Kumo shape. But yeah, if the market consolidates, that means sellers are here and buyers are here, and more sellers, more buyers, and when the market breaks the new resistance, that means the sellers gave up. So buyers tend to follow, and I prefer that kind of trade than just right now. So yeah, I think I will just wait for the retrace or consolidate and breakout. Okay, I guess I will finish live for now. This is yeah, over 1 hour now, so I will finish live. So again, happy Friday to everyone. I hope we have a great rest every day and great weekend this week. So again, next week we will have big events, big news, because it's the first week of the month, including NFP in the US. There will be big news. And I will cover all the pairs, all the markets, including gold, WTI, indices, Bitcoin, and the news on Sunday at the weekly forecast. So hopefully you can join there. Or tomorrow on Saturdays, I do the live streams, just like the free talk. I do, because markets are closed. So hopefully I will see you there also. But either way, thank you for joining everyone today. And again, happy Friday. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Alright, bye for now. Mata ne. Thanks so much.